Hello my friends, it's WELUCK again. Today WELUCK will share the luckiest moment when people narrowly escape death with you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel to have a lucky day. Try if it works and together we'll watch.
A man was waiting at the gas station when suddenly a truck lost control. Then the man in collision with a car. Pieces from the broken truck nearly hit the man's face. I dare to say that this man had an unforgettable experience. The man was waiting by the side of the road when the excavator lost its brakes and suddenly came rushing. The man jumped out of the car and tried to escape, suddenly realizing that the out of control car was also coming. It is truly an unrelenting disaster, but believe it or not, after that continuous accident, the man was still unharmed. A vehicle turned around but did not pay attention to the road, so it collided with the vehicle in the adjacent lane. The car turned around and crashed into a nearby shop. At the same time, a cyclist approached and also crashed into the car. The bicycle was quickly crushed under the car's wheels. The cyclist must have been shocked. If he had gone a little faster, he wouldn't have been able to survive this life. A truck in the river suddenly lost control and collided with a vehicle that was parked close by the sidewalk, then pinned the truck into a nearby grocery store. The owner and the guests were standing near the checkpoint, watching the two cars crumble after the collision, secretly feeling lucky that they both had narrowly escaped death. This moment really made my blood run cold. And out of all the motorbikes suddenly lost control, I thought that the man nearly smashed under the wheels of the truck, but he narrowly escaped. The motor hasn't stopped yet. He continued to drag the man across the lane, and unbelievably, this man escaped from death twice in a row. What a miracle. This person, while working, suddenly hit a bulky cargo truck, so both of them fell to the ground. At that moment, a large truck came and we thought the other person would be crushed. But luckily he survived and calmly sat up after the accident. Terrible disaster. A tailor was taking a rest then heard some strange noise. A lost control car was rushed towards him. The tailor quickly jumped from his death and escaped death narrowly. Don't you think we should call him Taylor Swift for his speed? A man going in the opposite direction and bumped into another man. The man was hit and fell on the ground. When a huge truck came and almost ran over the man on the road, my heart missed to be when seeing this man. It seems that the mother is taking her child to school, but the naughty child refuses to sit still and leans forward. So he falls out of the car. From the opposite direction, a pickup truck came and the baby was almost run over by the wheel. What a shocking situation for everyone. A small truck was driving on the road when suddenly from the opposite lane a heavy truck lost control. The pickup truck was rammed into the trunk, and both trucks rolled to the other side of the road. We didn't dare to think if the other truck was going to slide over. What would happen to the driver of the truck? A heavy truck suddenly veered to the right, causing a nearby motorcyclist to suddenly lose control and fall onto the road. The motorbike was immediately crushed under the truck's wheel. Wheelock's spine chilled watching the situation. Hard to believe but true. The two motorcyclists are completely safe after the earth accident. This young man just jumped the car door, about to step out when he realized that the blue car coming was out of control. The guy hurriedly removed the 3 legs and luckily escaped from an aggressive car. A young man was slowly cycling to the turnout to the main road. Suddenly the truck came. He did not have time to brake, so he rushed straight to the trunk of the car. Fortunately, the impact sent him to the side and was completely unharmed after the accident. 2 men were waiting to fill up the gas when the car lost control and crashed into the gas station. The 2 men must have had a lifetime experience. The car had just passed when the billboard pole suddenly collapsed. We looked at the situation and had a heart attack. The truck was crossing the railway when the train rattled forward. The train immediately rammed the truck. Fortunately, the driver still managed to stay alive, albeit with a bit of chills down his spine. The man was about to cross the road. Despite the oncoming train, luckily he stopped in time. He would have been crushed under the train's heavy iron wheels. This girl tried to cross the road despite the upcoming truck. We watched the situation with chills down our spine. The man collided with a large truck and was ejected. One player in a motor racing had an accident, then had a crash with another player. When the bad luck player still couldn't stand up from the smash, suddenly a truck came, and I thought this player was one of the luckiest ones I've ever seen. A man was riding his electric bike. When the container appeared, the man stopped to let the container turn right. I think it was one of the wisest decisions in his life. The container nearly smashed his electric bicycle, as thin as paper. No sooner did this driver get out of his car, the truck lost control, then rushed to the car. This really creeped me out. The man was standing on the sidewalk when suddenly a giant truck lost control. I thought that the man was smashed like a tomato under the truck's wheel. Lucky this man was still alive, but really so freaked out. It was a rainy day, and a woman in red dress was walking on the road. Suddenly a small van appeared and rushed towards her. Just some inches more and the van would have crushed her. Then it diverted to the other side. What a shaved clothes. This car was on his way and suddenly a light collapsed and smashed in the back part of the car. Astonishing but true, but this driver was definitely saved. What a scary situation. 2 people were having a chit chat on the sidewalk, then suddenly some of the doors fell. One door was even in the man's eye. The door had no glass. The man was so lucky. A man was fixing his barb. Suddenly a car lost control and dashed straight to the van. Lucky the man heard the noise of the aggressive car and stepped back, so he successfully survived. The girl was with the tram on the road and didn't notice the car coming in the opposite direction. And whatever happened had to happen. And surprisingly, after this terrible collision, this girl survived. Got from under the car was extremely hauling. This woman wanted to visit a shop nearby, then she got off the motorcycle in the middle of the road and then suddenly a Bosch dashed towards her. I was scared out of my wits when watching this moment. The car lost control and ran straight into the upcoming truck. Immediately it crushed under the speed of the truck. WELUCK is extremely curious about the fate of the owner of this car. The man had just left the garage when the troop of garage collapsed, crushing the cars into a pile of scrap metal. Luckily, the man got out and suffered some fate. This person didn't see the truck turning left, so an accident made. When the biker was laying on the road, a giant truck from the opposite road suddenly turned left and nearly crushed the man under its wheels. Luckily, his electric bike was destroyed, and the man wasn't hurt. What a lucky man.
So this video showed you some luckiest people who have narrowly escaped death. Which moment impressed you the most? Please share with us in the comment below, and don't forget to click the bell button symbol to get notification for seeing another luckiest moments. Hope you guys have a nice day and see ya.